Welcome back. We will work with Rocky now. Okay. Now, tell me.
Yes, do you want me to bring him
You
closer
can
to
stay
you?
there.
Okay.
That's fine. Tell me, do you
I
have some
have questions.
for him?
Yes, I do.
He's already speaking quite a lot, but I prefer to answer to your question first, and then I will tell you what is already mentioned.
Yes, since I don't have Rocky's birth certificate,
Okay.
and I'm not like exactly sure about his age, but I think I've been calculating, so I just want to know like what he's telling you about his age.
Okay. Just right now, before I answer to your question, because I've been connected in a different way, where he was mentioning that he started to get stressed because you are too, and now we will too, of course. That's fine.
It's okay, I'm prepared with tissues, so it's fine.
Regarding the age, I would say that energetically, he would be around 4 years old.
Okay.
But I'm speaking about the energy. When I say energy, I will give you an example. With people who are around 50 years old, some have the energy of a 40, and some have the energy of an old man of 90 already.
Yeah.
This is how I feel him. I cannot give you an exact date, because what I get is from his energy only. Now, he will continue to eat his further, since he feels the stress around him. He is deeply connected to you, more deeper than what you think, by the way. He took some habits also. That's quite a long time for me that he's hitting his feather. And
He was actually, sorry, but he's been depressed before, and before I got him.
He's with you since a long time?
2 years.
2 years
Yes.
now. Okay.
And he's not, like I can't do anything to make him to stop to plucking the feathers.
You can.
I don't know how to make him to stop with that.
Okay, what I get, this is not new, the fact that he's eating, removing his feather, because he took that habit since a while, and I would say years. He has been into a very difficult situation in the past, where I'm explaining now his point of view. And his point of view is, I didn't have the choice. I had to remove my feather. That was the only way for me to get rid of that anxiety, because he's making me feel for the moment. It's like a child who is in a deep level of anxiety and feel really bad and start to, eat nails. It's exactly the same situation here. Sorry, I'm speaking slowly because I'm into his energy and I have to listen carefully what he says, because he's giving me lots of detail. And you see his reaction, by the way, when I'm speaking about this. He is different. You know him. I'm sure you can get from his behavior that something is happening on the inside. His skin is itching most of the time because of the stress. I can feel also that the immune system is very low up to now. It's much better than before. I would say when he arrived to you, he was totally depressed, you are right. And like he said, I had no choice, that was the only way for me. But now it turned into a habit at the same time, but he still has a lot of stress on him. Because I want to say that he is absorbing your stress. Then I would suggest to you that when you go home, all the stress you have taken from work, before opening the door, try to clear yourself. I can give you some tips, not now, after I finish with him. It will be a form of homework for you, but it's worthy. I have some of my clients who did, and in general is working very well, and the animal absorb less from the owner. Otherwise, you will go into a cycle and it will never end. It's like a big spiral. Somehow, he wants to protect you also. He feels that your need is protection, but again, is the point of view of Rocky. It doesn't mean that this is the reality, that you need protection, but that's how he feels about you. He is now speaking to me and says, when you entered, I was scanning you and I knew that you was capable to communicate with me. You see, now he's changing his behavior, following what he says to me. And again, anyway, he says, I'm very hyper day and night, and I don't know how to go down. But at the same time, like he said, he's absorbing your energy. You are the same. You are very hyper day and night. And he's reflecting what is going on inside you, more than a queen. Queen is a different character, I would say. Have a huge connection and a deep level with you, but that's not the same. This one is like, let me protect you, let me save you. And to do that, of course, he has to take your energy. It's something natural for him, because it's my duty, and yeah, if I have to die for you, I will, because I have to help you, and this is my love to you somehow. Again, this is his point of view, and you cannot change that, because that's how he is, and that's how many animals are, by the way. It's what we call unconditional love. They are ready to die for us, to take the energy that we cannot process ourselves. He's accelerating things, like when you will start, like the healing. And I'm like, okay, I will. Say, otherwise, I leave. Do you have other questions for him, and then I will start the healing?
Yes, actually I do. My notebook here. I also want to know actually why he's so scared when I put toys and things in the cage, like both of them. They're not accepting that.
Both of them?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And especially Rocky, like totally get panicked inside the cage. So I need to keep it very empty.
Okay.
And I tried with small toys, bigger ones, few, like put only one.
Is this plastic one?
Different types of toys, actually plastic, wood.
Okay. I'm trying to enter into the situation when you introduced the toys for the first time, because when I'm asking him, I have like a blackboard, no answer, and it's the same for Queen. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, what I get, the very first time when you introduced the toy, they had a lot of colors.
Yes.
In the first one.
Yes.
Like very flashy colors, like red, blue, stuff like that.
Yes.
This one has been like, oh, what is going on here? You know, if I can translate in a human language. That one doesn't react, because they really follow what is going on in my brain and my thought form. Rocky has been the one who has been highly traumatized, only because of the, not on the flashy color, that's how you introduced the toy. You don't realize when you do something like everyone But for him was like, oh, first you invade my space, second is going too fast, and third, what is that color? I don't know. You didn't explain to him before. And what would be great now, I see a toy that it's turning. I don't know what is it. It's like a wheel.
Yeah.
And this you can reintroduce inside the cage, but not now. Just wait a bit. And when you will introduce that toy, before introducing, you can explain to them what is it and why you will do that gesture. You will have to go very slowly, step by step, because both of them are still a bit traumatized from, I don't know what type of energy you had on that day, but this scared them. Then you have a complete situation that created somehow, it's not a huge trauma, but they are very, very sensitive. Then for them, yes, it's a trauma somehow. Yeah.
Accident
The
number
habits he
2.
loved
Yeah.
is to poop.
Sorry for that.
You have to prepare them. You will need few days. You have to be very patient. But for me, you can reintroduce a toy. I see it can be a wood or plastic, but I get plastic first. It's a wheel that turns, and they can even go to eat inside.
Okay.
And you can place the food into each compartment.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
a wheel with, I don't know why I see that. It's like a wheel with box. This, they will love it if you prepare them very well. It will take an introduction of 5 to 6 days, slowly every day. First, you place the toy outside. You can put a table, for example, and you put the toy on, and you speak to them and say, this is your new toy. And you speak to them like I'm speaking to you, because they read your mind, but mainly they read the energy behind the words.
Okay.
Example, you say no, or you say no. That's not the same energy.
Yeah.
It's the same when you will speak to them and introduce the toy. We don't realize all the mistake we do by our energy. This is why it didn't work. But I really get the feeling that this one will be the first to go to play if you put food inside.
Okay.
But prepare them, like I said, a few days. First the toy outside, you speak to them, you explain what is it, why you want also to introduce this inside the cage, because this is their own private space, and if you go too fast, they will feel again invaded in their own space. This is very important. And then, pooch, easy. And slowly you can introduce other toys. But
Great.
that one would be the best. You don't need a big wheel. You just, that size maybe, something like that. And place food to start to teach them how it works.
I will do that.